will announce the 2023 Canyons District Teacher of the Year. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming tonight to the ceremony where we will celebrate all of the school and program teachers of the year. Canyons District has a unique way of picking our overall teacher of the year. No other school district in Utah does it quite like we do. At the beginning of the year, we ask our community to provide nominations. We have nominations from parents, students, colleagues. They send us those nominations, and at the end, we provide those to all of our schools and programs. They picked one teacher of the year, and out of all of those teachers of the year, we winnow it down to finalists and then one overall teacher of the year. Thank you so much for coming tonight, and I will turn the time over right now to President Amber Schill, the president of the Canyons Board of Education. Let's give her a round of applause.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this special event to honor the women and men who are doing so much to help Canyons District students reach high levels of achievement. Tonight we're celebrating the talents, skills, and contributions of our Teachers of the Year. We will begin with the Pledge of Allegiance led by Hillcrest Principal Greg Levitt. That will be followed by an update on Hillcrest school year by Mr. Levitt.
Thank you, President Shield, Board of Education, constituents, and teachers, parents. Welcome to Hillcrest. We're so excited to have you. If you'd all rise while we say the Pledge of Allegiance. Flag. I pledge of allegiance. Thank you so much. You may be seated. What a privilege it is to be asked by the Board of Education and to represent Hillcrest. You know, talking about Hillcrest is like talking about your kids. It's easy to talk about, easy to brag about, easy to go on forever. I won't. 3 to 4 minutes is what I'll try to do, or less. But there's a lot of things that could be said about Hillcrest High School. And I appreciate that the Board of Education has asked for reports on school. And I'm going to start off. I'm going to talk about some positives for Hillcrest High School and some challenges for Hillcrest High School. Thank you. So first of all, I think we love to celebrate that our little Hillcrest High School in Midvale, Utah, hands down is one of the top 3 high schools for national merit scholars in the top 3 in the state. Whether you're at the semi-final level or the final level in and year out, like this year we had 13 semi-finalists. That's just really neat when you consider how competitive that is. We're so excited about that. And that we're in the top 5 when it comes to Sterling Scholars. When you consider all the high schools in the state of Utah, year in, year out, we're usually in that top 5 of the nominees and the finalists for Sterling Scholars. Given the demographic of our school, we are proud to announce that over 500 students take AP classes. We have a 78% pass rate for our AP classes on the tests, but we're just pleased that we have 500 students or more take those classes. We spread the net wide to try to get those kids to take rigorous and hard classes. Our IB program is second to none. Our graduates, we graduate about 50 a year in our diploma program. So there's usually about 150 students, but there's 50 diploma students in the junior and 50 diploma students in the senior ranks at a 97% graduation rate. Very hard courses. These are students who, you know, turn down Brown University, if you know how hard it is to get in there, to take MIT, or turn down Oxford to take Stanford. You know, it's just they're amazing students. But Hillcrest is much more than that. I'd like to celebrate our performing arts. You're in the home of the Hillcrest Performing Arts here. It's again a department that you couldn't talk much about Hillcrest without celebrating that. And simply said, in the last 10 years, they've taken 8 out of the state championships in theater, and year in and year out, they have more nominations for the High School Musical of the Year from the state of Utah. Finally, and just a couple of more statistics. But Hillcrest is so much more than all the programs I could mention. We have 51 refugees represented 20 different countries, 308 students working on, we call them ML students, working on their language, 278 students classified as McKinney-Vento. And when you consider that 150 of those students we feed weekly through our Husky Market. We offer them laundry services and hygiene opportunities. And it's just a neat opportunity with our new Husky Market and our new build that we're able to service all kinds of students who need extra support, or students who, seem to have it all figured out. This high school has all those things. I just want to say something on academics real quick. Hillcrest is doing great. I would submit that Hillcrest is one of the top schools in their PLC work, professional and learning communities. That means something to the Board of Education. To many of you, it may not mean a lot, but to the Board of Education and others, the professional learning communities is a very important act that we use every week to support our students, gather data, and try to find out the best practices that work for those students. And finally, I just want to say in closing to all you Teachers of the Year, congratulations. We're so happy to host this year. And I want to just relay this one comment. I don't know if you've ever been into a cockpit of an airplane, how many buttons and how many dials there are. A pilot knows what's happening with each one of those buttons and each one of those dials, and there's hundreds of them in a cockpit of an airplane, in a commercial jet. A teacher, when they walk into a classroom, the ones that separate the good teachers from the great teachers that are sitting here that have been honored, know what each one of those things do in their classroom. They're monitoring so many different things, and we're so proud of them, and we're so pleased. And I would like to congratulate my Teacher of the Year, Tasha Jensen, who is just an amazing person. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Levitt. Hillcrest has been a vital part of our community since it opened in the fall of 1962. We're also very proud of the fact that Hillcrest has one of just 8 high school international baccalaureate programs in Utah. We are able to meet in this amazing auditorium thanks to the generosity of the people who voted for the 2017 bond. The new Hillcrest is so beautiful, and it's a testament to the Board of Education's commitment to the Huskies and to the Midvale community. Thank you for being here with us tonight at the 2023 Teacher of the Year ceremony. Teachers are the foundation of any community's efforts to ensure that children grow into contributors to the world around them. Since its first days, Canyons District has placed a premium on great teachers. We value our teachers and we honor our teachers. After all, teaching is the profession that teaches all other professions. For examples of those who spark the love of learning in Canyon students, we don't have to look any further than the men and women who've been selected as their school or program's Teacher of the Year for 2023. The Board of Education is pleased to host this event every year to celebrate the best of the best in Canyons District. Tonight, each Teacher of the Year will receive an award from the Board of Education. It's a token of appreciation for your hard work and dedication. For tonight's recognitions, I turn the time over to our communications staff, Jeff Haney and Kirsten Stewart.
Thank you, President Schill. We're grateful for the opportunity to honor our teachers and recognize the tremendous impact they have on the students of Canyon School District. Child psychologist James Comer once said, "No significant learning occurs without a significant relationship." The educators who are here with us tonight understand this in their hearts and their souls. Now, we're biased, but we believe that the best of the best, the most outstanding professionals in Utah public education, well, they're right here tonight. They mentor, they inspire. They operate under the mindset that children don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. They individualize instruction by using data and best practices, but also by getting to know each and every child. And they develop the whole child by building relationships outside the classroom too. They communicate with parents, they collaborate with colleagues, they give their time and their money to strengthen their communities. Every day, the worlds of Canyon School District students are made bigger and bolder and brighter because of the stellar work of Canyon's district teachers. Now, before we turn the spotlight on our 2023 Teachers of the Year, who are all backstage, and if you are a Teacher of the Year and you're not backstage, then please go there right now. We would like to welcome our hosts for the evening, the Canyon's Board of Education. No need to stand because the house lights are down, but I want to welcome Board President Amber Schill that you met just a few moments ago, Vice President Mont Millerberg, Amanda Oakes, and board members Andrew Edel, Holly Neibauer, Karen Pedersen, and Nancy Tiggy. Let's give them a round of applause. We also want to wish a welcome to the superintendent, Dr. Rick Robbins, the assistant superintendent, Dr. Bob Dowdle, and business administrator Leon Wilcox. They're also here with us tonight. Also joining us are the members of the board of the Canyons Education Foundation. They are the co-sponsors and the financial contributors of the Teacher of the Year program. Would those folks please stand? They raise money for the Canyons district teachers. Please stand if you would, please. Thank you so much to the Canyons Education Foundation. We will be giving money out to the Teachers of the Year later today. That money was raised by the Canyons Education Foundation. Now, there's also a very special person in the audience today. I was able to shake her hand just a few moments ago. Last year at this time, we were celebrating her. We want to pause for a second and thank Katie Tanoko from Draper Elementary School. She is Canyons District's current Teacher of the Year. Let's give her a round of applause. Now, it's our tradition to roll out the red carpet for our stellar teachers. A photo booth was right out there to the entrance of the auditorium. Hopefully, everyone had the opportunity to stop and get a picture to develop memories of tonight. So now that photo booth will be available if you did not get a chance to get your picture taken with your special Teacher of the Year and your friends and your family. Also, we want to thank the Canyons Education Association. They're our teachers union. They provided gifts for our Teachers of the Year and their family members. The CEA leadership is here tonight. This is the first time the CEA has joined us and having a booth at the Teacher of the Year celebration. Let's give our teachers union one round of applause for advocating for teachers and public education. One of the big supporters of public education in the Utah legislature is Representative Susan Pulsifer. She's here with us tonight. And also, Midvale is incredibly proud of its hometown high school, Hillcrest High. Mayor Marcus Stevenson and members of the Midvale City Council are with us tonight to celebrate our teachers at the home of the Huskies. As Mr. Levitt said, they're the 5A champions in theater, and they received those 10 whopping nominations in the Utah High School Musical Theater Awards. We will be there to cheer on our student performers when, cross your fingers, they walk away with the big award this year. We're also broadcasting live right now on CSD TV, the internet channel of Canyon School District. The cameras are right behind you. No need to turn around and wave. Some of the photos taken tonight by our official photographers will be placed on our social media channels and our website. So please check those pages later tonight and in the coming days to see photos of our shining educational stars. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as President Schill said, we are here tonight to celebrate all of our Teachers of the Year. Each was nominated from colleagues, parents, and students, and especially those students. This year, during the month-long nomination process, we received more than 3,000 1,000 nominations for our teachers. That is an all-time record for Canyon School District. By comparison, last year we said we set a record by having 1,719 nominations. So you can see how much interest there was this year to nominate teachers for the Teacher of the Year. And this year, combined, Indian Hills and Midvale Middle Communities submitted more than 600 nominations, with nearly half of those nominations coming from students. And that's why we're here. Teachers give so much of their lives to students. So all of those nominees were surprised a few weeks ago if they were chosen as their school or program Teacher of the Year. They got cheers, applause, hugs, and a bunch of gifts and prizes from the Canyons Education Foundation, and a banner to hang in the hallways of their school so that everybody who walks in knows who that school's Teacher of the Year is for the year, and we celebrate them.
Okay. All right. A little housekeeping here. Tonight, we will recognize each school or program Teacher of the Year for their contributions. Then, after we honor each Teacher of the Year, we'll identify the top Canyons Elementary School teacher, the top Canyons Middle School teacher, and the top Canyons High School Teacher of the Year. They will all receive a $500 cash prize. The big checks, in fact, are right over there. So. There are 4 checks, in fact, because 3 are for the top teachers in the elementary, middle, and high school levels, and 1 is for the overall Canyons District Teacher of the Year, who will receive an extra $500, bringing her or his total for the night to $1,000. So, thank you. Yes, this big hand to the Canyons Education Foundation for making that cash award possible. This year, the cash prizes have been generously donated by the Cypress Credit Union, so thank you, Cypress. The educator announced tonight as the Canyons Teacher of the Year will represent the district at the Utah Teacher of the Year contest and compete for yet more cash prizes and national recognition.
So is this mic on? It is. So before we begin our recognitions, we would like to thank our major Teacher of the Year sponsors. These are our community partners. Without them, we couldn't do a heck of a lot to provide the gifts and prizes to our fantastic educators. The Canyons Education Foundation is the co-sponsor of tonight's event. We also received other items from Shields, Wasatch Saving, Cafe Zupa, The Habit Burger, Nothing But Cakes, Great Harvest Bread Company, Bahamas Bucks, Cold Stone Creamery, Horace Mann, Waffle Love, Utah Fundraising, Starbucks, the Region 17 PTA, and Mrs. Betty Shaw, who is donating some of her delicious homemade fudge. It is worth it to win the Teacher of the Year for Mrs. Shaw's fudge. It's pretty amazing. So let's give a round of applause to our partners who celebrate our Teachers of the Year.
Well, we would be remiss if we didn't also give a special shout out to Real Salt Lake, one of our amazing partners. We're really lucky to be a school district that has a professional sports team in our backyard. Real Salt Lake is giving 2 free tickets to the May 31st game at their stadium to every Teacher of the Year. They are also designated May 31st as Canyons District Night at the American First Field, and we'll be giving the entire community special rates on tickets to that night's game. So we're excited to go out there and greet and celebrate our teachers. Our Teachers of the Year will be welcomed onto the field at halftime to be cheered by the crowd. Recently, the mascot, in fact, for Real Salt Lake met up with Superintendent Robbins at Granite Elementary to film a special message for our teachers and to invite everyone to Canyons District Night with Real. Oh, and the video also has a nice surprise message from one of tonight's honorees to the person who has contributed the most to her journey to becoming Granite Elementary's Teacher of the Year. Please turn your attention to the screens to see the message from Dr. Robbins and Leo and a heartfelt tribute from teacher Brittany Fenton to her dad, Dr. Robert Dowdle.
Hey everybody, this is Superintendent Robbins, and I'm excited to be here with you today to say thank you and congratulate all of our Teachers of the Year in Canyon School District for your amazing work. This award is so well deserved, and we're so proud of all that you've accomplished And I've got Leo here with me today, and we've got a special invitation for you. On May 31st, all of our Teachers of the Year will receive 2 tickets from Salt Lake Real to the game against LA Galaxy. So we want to see you there to enjoy the night and be recognized for this great achievement. And we're here with another special guest here at Granite Elementary, Mrs. Fenton. She's the Teacher of the Year here at Granite Elementary, so we want to congratulate her. And she has a very special message for our Assistant Superintendent, Dr. Dowdle.
Hey Dad, so proud of you and all of your work that you've done through the years. I have loved watching you. I have loved even more being part of Canyon School District and seeing you from the inside. You have taught me so much about compassion, about students, and what they need to thrive in the classroom. Your impact has been immeasurable, and I hope to offer a small sliver of that to my students. So proud to be following your footsteps. Even more proud to be your daughter. Love you.
Thank you, Dr. Dowdle.
So, Dr. Dowdle, did we surprise you once again? Yes, Dr. Dowdle is retiring this year after an honorable 3-decade-long career in education. He was one of the founding administrators of Canyon School District, one of the very first people hired in Canyon's district, even before we became a district on July 1st of 2009. So we wanted Brittany to be the one to say goodbye and thank you for all of your contributions to the teachers of Canyon School District. Dr. Dowdle. And as Leo the Lion and Dr. Robbins said, May 31st is Canyon's District Night on America First Field. Please join us so that we can cheer for our teachers who will be on the field at halftime. So let's begin our recognitions now. All of our Teachers of the Year are backstage. When their name is called, they will come onto the stage. They will walk very quickly across the stage. Wow, we see some items about them on the screen. All of this is pre-recorded. So if they fall, we'll keep going. We'll just walk right over them. But when you hear your teacher's name, heck, all of the teachers, please applaud. Who we want to hear hoops, we want to hear hollers. A lot of applause tonight for the amazing teachers in the Canyon School District. They'll walk across the stage. They will go down these stairs where they will meet up right here and receive their award from the Canyon's Board of Education. Those awards will be presented by our Directors of School Performance, Dr. Dowdle, Dr. McKay Robinson, Alice Peck, and Cindy Hansen. Now, this award is the award from the Board of Education, but inside are the tickets to the May 31st Real Salt Lake game. Now, after they receive their award, our teachers will make their way to their assigned seats. Each Teacher of the Year is assigned a row, and we want them to sit on the aisle. We've mentioned this before, but it's important because if your teacher is a finalist for Teacher of the Year and they need to come to the stage, we want them to have easy access. Now again, for those in the audience, please don't be afraid to applaud and cheer for the teachers because this is their time to shine. Give them all of the applause that we can possibly give them tonight, and they will be introduced alphabetically by schools, starting with elementary schools, then middle schools, then high schools, and then special programs. So, ladies and gentlemen, our Teachers of the Year, please turn your attention to the screen for more on this special group of Canyons District Teachers of the Year.
Please welcome Jesse Flink from Altaview Elementary. Along with being an excellent teacher, Jesse Flink cares for his students, encourages and inspires, creates important relationships, and carves out time for them. He is completely dedicated to the success of his students, and it shows. His interest in the kids as humans makes them know that they are seen, heard, and appreciated, one admirer wrote in a nomination. We love Flink. The upbeat teacher believes in his students. He has fun with them, even taking time to play games and talk with them at lunchtime. My daughter has a renewed inspiration to learn and try hard because he inspires and pushes his students, one parent said. Quote, he is fun, caring, and amazing teacher. We feel so lucky our daughter has him.
Please welcome Samantha Bilbo from Altera Elementary. After being instrumental in launching the Spanish-English dual language immersion program at Altera Elementary 4 years ago, Samantha conquered an even bigger challenge. When her partner teacher got stuck in Peru due to COVID-19, she handled both the English and Spanish sides of her first grade classes. Amanda is lauded by parents for her positive and regular communication. Colleagues consider her a master teacher. Bilbo Principal Savi McGann says, is always looking for a way to make the school a more positive place for the staff.
Please welcome Tamara Coombs, Bella Vista Elementary. Tamara Coombs' first grade classroom has a warm, safe culture with high standards of learning tailored to students' needs. She sparks a passion for reading even above their grade level. Mrs. Coombs had such a positive influence on my daughter and helped her develop her love of reading, a parent said. She is a loyal friend, a respected colleague, cares about each of the staff, and cheers everyone on. Quote, when she is asked to take on additional tasks, she does it with a smile and determination to succeed, a coworker said. If she ever had a bad day, no one would know. Principal Eric Gardner is inspired when watching her classroom through a shared window. It truly has been a window, he said, to watch an artist create a learning masterpiece.
Let's give a warm round of applause to Kathy Smith from Brookwood Elementary School. For 19 years, Kathy Smith has arrived at Brookwood Elementary every day with the determination to make a difference in the lives of her fourth grade students. With her guidance, Principal Corey Barrett says the fourth grade team finds areas for improvement and ways to better reach all students. Now, Smith is known for being patient, kind, and respectful, and also is committed to bolstering the entire school community. One parent credited Smith for taking their two children where they were and then challenging them in different ways to raise even higher. She gave them great options for increasing their academic capabilities. She is a terrific teacher.
Please welcome Gretchen Givon, Butler Elementary. Gretchen Givon, a French dual language immersion teacher, has high expectations for herself and her students. Her exceptional work ethic and attention to detail is an example to her students and to us all, Principal Jeff Nallwalker says. She goes the extra mile to translate and prepare materials and freely shares the thoughtful, creative, and engaging products of her hard work with DLI teachers around Utah. Colleagues say her students know she loves them and wants them to thrive, and they love her. When Gretchen returned from a recent extended medical leave, shouts of joy were heard throughout the building when students saw her. Givon is not just an exemplary and outstanding French teacher, Nallwalker says. She is a master teacher worthy of high accolades in any circle of educators.
Congratulations to Becky Carpenter from Canyon View Elementary. For the past 3 years, Becky has been spreading what Principal Kirsten Draper describes as full-day kinder magic at Canyon View Elementary. She is truly full of sparkle. Not only does she look like a Disney princess, say her colleagues, but they think she is one by heart as well. Her smile wins over students as she works hard to help her students reach their potential as scholars and citizens. Parents laud Becky's welcoming classroom atmosphere, her fun routines, engaging lessons, and creative projects. She is joy, one grateful parent said. The positive and patient Carpenter cultivates confidence with her communication and responsiveness with parents who know their children are being cared for academically and socially. As another admirer said, quote, Ms. Carpenter is an amazing kindergarten teacher.
Please welcome Madison Cushing, Copperview Elementary. Madison Cushing is a terrific teacher who cares deeply about her students. She shows support in many ways, including by taking the time to help struggling kids one by one. She's constantly building relationships with students and thinking of new ways to support her students, a coworker said. She collaborates well with colleagues who certainly agree with the congratulatory message on the school's Facebook page, which declared, "We think you're amazing. Thanks for all you do to support our students, families, and school. Copperview Cougars are lucky to have you. We'll wear Maddie Cushing t-shirts any day of the week."
Congratulations to Amanda D. from Crescent Elementary School. Amanda has a wonderful talent of being able to teach effectively while also making learning a fun experience. Her energy makes kids feel enthusiastic about learning. One parent said that her son struggles enjoying school, and yet he's done amazing in Mrs. D's class. She understands his needs and what he needs to succeed. She excels at meeting kids where they are at. She challenges kids who are excelling and provides extra help to those in need. And she's also a great teammate, her colleagues say. As another teacher shared, quote, Amanda always has a positive attitude. She's a caring teacher, leader, and coworker. Parents describe her as being fantastic and amazing with their children. One parent echoed the feelings of many by proclaiming, "We love Mrs. D."
Please welcome Yao Yanbin, Draper Elementary. Yao Yanbin was described as the perfect candidate to be honored as his school's Teacher of the Year. Not only is he an excellent teacher who strives to help students grow and learn, but he's also enrolled in 2 educational programs to improve his practice and gain leadership skills. He builds positive and respectful relationships with his students and uses explicit instruction to ensure that each one understands concepts to mastery. His inclusive classroom fosters learning and fun, and students love being there. It's no wonder why Yao is one of the most loved faculty members at Draper.
Please welcome Rachel Teasley, East Midvale Elementary. There's a ripple effect when it comes to Rachel Teasley's positive impact, bright ideas, ambition, and thoughtfulness. The spreadsheet she designed to monitor her students' typical growth in reading and math has been adopted by the entire school. She created East Midvale's Science Committee. She's also the lead teacher for 2nd grade and is involved with piloting and providing feedback in other areas. She also excels at building relationships, meeting with each student weekly to track progress, and helps children from a wide variety of backgrounds succeed at learning and life. Rachel is incredibly passionate and thoughtful with her students and coworkers, one of her colleagues told us, and they can't think of anyone more deserving for this award.
Please welcome Courtney Martin, East Sandy Elementary. The shadow of a great teacher has a long reach, and that is readily apparent in the 2023 Teacher of the Year nominations submitted for the Mustangs Award winner, Courtney Martin. Courtney was honestly one of the best teachers I ever had, said one former student who passed through Courtney's classroom. Even though it was almost a decade ago, I really do believe she has had a great impact on my life. Courtney's classroom is considered a safe space for all. Through her diligence and compassion, she sets her students up for success in a positive environment that's suited for learning.
Please welcome Sarah Turner, Glacier Hills Elementary. It seems fitting that Sarah Turner, who teaches kiddos in their first year of schooling, is Glacier Hills' first ever Teacher of the Year. Multiple parents turned in nominations for Sarah, who communicates clearly and often with her kindergarten's families. Ms. Turner has been the best kindergarten teacher we could possibly imagine for our child, one parent said. She is warm, accepting, and incredibly kind. She encourages our child to work hard. She's built him up and has made the most fantastic introduction to school. She's also been credited with being well prepared, having a sweet soul, using a caring approach, and being attentive. As another parent put it, Ms. Turner has shown time and again how she loves each of the kids in her classroom.
Please welcome Brittany Fenton, Granite Elementary. When people call someone a great collaborator, extraordinary, and a fantastic kindergarten teacher, not to mention kind and caring, you know they're doing a lot of things right. That's Brittany Fenton for you. Her passion for teaching radiates amongst her students and the school community. One parent said she'll always be grateful for how Fenton inspired a love for learning within her child. The growth-friendly environment she's created helps students get off to a wonderful start to their educational journey. It has been amazing to see my children thriving in their first year of school, another parent said. The love and care that she provides sets them for a life of success. Please welcome Glenda Fulkerson, Jordan Valley School. Glenda Fulkerson treats each student in her classroom like they are the only student in her classroom, which goes a long way in instilling confidence, trust, and respect. She puts so much energy into making every day special, an admirer said. Observers respect how she deals with challenges and makes the most out of unusual situations. This school year, for example, her class had a higher number of helpers than usual. Fulkerson has taken it in stride, handling it all amazingly and without allowing it to negatively impact her students. She cares about each student and strives to do what's best for them as they progress on their educational path, thanks to her help.
Congratulations, Sierra Davis, Lone Peak Elementary. The moment you enter Sierra's classroom, you can see the evidence of her excellence. Called a queen of engagement by her principal, she uses whole brain teaching techniques to actively engage her students throughout this lesson. She uses intentional instruction, teaches and reinforces routines and procedures, and requires students to immerse themselves into the learning process. She develops meaningful relationships with the members of her community, especially her students. She knows each and every child, their interests, their struggles, and the students know she's there to help them grow. Colleagues also enjoy being with Sierra, who has an infectious personality, a warm and welcoming persona, and a fun sense of humor.
Please welcome Malaya Boyd, Midvale Elementary. Colleagues marvel at what Malaya Boyd has accomplished this school year while helping her special education kids despite a heavy workload. Principal Lori Reynolds heaps praise upon her for doing a job that could easily be divided between 2 to 3 more people. You would have never known all the stress and pressure she was under because she is passionate and kind and dedicated to you students, Reynolds said while awarding Reynolds this honor. You are what makes her go, go, go. We love her so much. Other co-workers laud Boyd's professionalism, grace, and investment in seeing kids succeed, grow, and gain confidence. A colleague put it this way: she's an advocate that all students can learn and deserve a quality education.
Please give a round of applause to Jennifer Stark from Mid-Valley Elementary School. Third grade teacher Jen Stark received multiple nominations in this year's selection process, including this one from a student. She is really nice and good at making learning fun and easy to remember. She positively contributes to the school's culture. She helps promote success and respect. With an admirable and tireless work ethic, she endeavors to provide everything her students need to thrive in her classroom and in life. A member of the Mid-Valley staff lauded Stark's dedication in this nomination. Quote, her efforts to support her students, their families, and her colleagues have led her to being a cherished and respected educator and coworker.
Welcome Heather Pierce, Oak Hollow Elementary. With 35 students in her class, Heather Pierce is busier than a flower shop on Valentine's Day. There's certainly always a lot of love in Mrs. Pierce's class. She is welcoming and encouraging, empathetic, an amazing communicator, one who deeply cares for each of her many students and their futures, and simply incredible, as one admirer put it, she really has a teacher's heart. Students thrive in her creative, fun, and safe learning environment. The structure she uses helps students achieve the school's highest growth scores. Colleagues laud her for being a dedicated and expert teacher who fearlessly tackles obstacles. One new teacher appreciates her support and added, she is such a pleasure to have as a coworker.
Put your hands together for Sasha Despain from Oakdale Elementary. Sasha's leadership sparkles when she tackles challenges. Her ability to support and create a strong culture of acceptance in a community is unique. She inspires students and colleagues alike. Despain tries to help the multilingual students new to Oakdale feel welcome and succeed in learning. Her students love her. Parents consider her classroom to be a safe space. She cares deeply. Mrs. Despain shows up for these kids, one grateful parent said. She keeps in contact with them even after they've moved on. After my son passed away, she came to his funeral and brought gifts to our home for my other son who was in her class. She lets him know he is worth it. And it's no wonder why the Oakdale community feels fortunate to have Despain in their family.
Please welcome Sarah Anderson, Park Lane Elementary. Sarah Anderson excels with dealing with student behaviors and displays outstanding leadership. She is a great part of our team, Principal Justin Jeffrey said. Sarah is known for being one of Park Lane's most dedicated individuals. Parents appreciate that she facilitates growth in their children in multiple subjects and appreciate the amazing job she does in assisting students to reach their highest potential. She helps students understand the importance of focusing on schoolwork and on relationships with peers and emphasizing how they can affect positive change through kindness and teamwork. She really cares about each and every student, and it shows, a colleague said. She deserves the Teacher of the Year award for 2023.
Put your hands together for Angie Stewart from Peruvian Park Elementary. Angie is the kind of teacher who remains in the hearts of students and their families long after the children leave her class. Quote, Mrs. Stewart absolutely loves her students. I'm so grateful we have her as a teacher a second time, said one parent. My kids love her. They learn so much from her. Students, parents, and colleagues recognize that Angie is a very special person and teacher. She brings joy and positivity to all settings. Principal Leslie Juke said, one parent marveled at how very in tune she is with her other students' needs. Another added, she truly cares for all of her students.
Please welcome Sandra Jones, Quail Hollow Elementary. Sandra works diligently to educate her students and keep them excited about coming to her class. She thinks outside the box, goes the extra mile to provide the services and support they need, and collaborates with classroom teachers and staff to advocate for her students. She helps all kids in the school and willingly shares ideas and strategies, whether they are her students or not. As a special education teacher, she values each student for their unique perspectives and shares love and kindness. Said one parent, Mrs. Jones has been a key part of the success of my student who has struggled with school since kindergarten. She creates the most loving, supportive, and creative learning environment and really advocates for her students and their success.
Please welcome Colleen Lecker, Ridgecrest Elementary School. Colleen's dedication to her students is apparent every time she walks into Ridgecrest Elementary. Colleagues say she works hard to create a joyful learning experience for students, but also ask them to stretch for deeper, better learning. Those are among the reasons students thrive in her classroom. Colleen cares about the success of her students and builds positive relationships. She takes on new challenges eagerly and is always willing to help a colleague in need. She is positive and encouraging and a great example of perseverance. Principal Sarah Allen says Ridgecrest families are fortunate to have Ms. Lecker at the school. We couldn't be prouder to have her represent Ridgecrest Elementary.
Please welcome Sarah Sams, Sandy Elementary. Ms. Sarah, as her students call her, has a wonderful way with children. Kindergartners in her class experience a calm, inviting classroom where they can learn and grow while also feeling loved and accepted. She made our boy love school, a parent said. She does so well, making sure everyone individually is learning great. She is the best. Sams caters to each student's academics needs and is generous with her knowledge and friendliness. This teacher lives for teaching, a colleague marveled. She knows what her students need, whether it's academically, physically, mentally, or emotionally. She's passionate about student success and works tirelessly to support academic growth for all her students.
Please give a round of applause to Sarah Smith from Silver Mesa Elementary. If Silver Mesa teacher Sarah Smith were a superhero, chances are her name would be Ms. Above and Beyond. In her multiple nominations for the school's Teacher of the Year award, parents and colleagues repeatedly said she goes above and beyond to help her students and build up a positive, welcoming, and inclusive school environment. She always has a positive attitude, and she's always encouraging the students to focus on learning and having fun in the classroom, one parent said. Her communication, work ethic, strong teaching acumen, and the way she handles challenges while teaching an accommodated core class seem, well, simply heroic. She works with some tough behaviors and maintains her happy demeanor, Principal Julie Fielding said. Added one admirer, Sarah Smith is an amazing teacher.
Please welcome Jennifer Dean, Sprucewood Elementary. Her adoring students simply call her Mrs. Dean, but other admirers use descriptions like amazing, one of the best, and a phenomenal educator. Jennifer Dean works hard to help students thrive, uses kindness, shows respect for their various abilities, confers with parents, and demonstrates through her actions and words that she cares about them individually. Wherever they are in life, Mrs. Dean has high expectations of her students, both socially and academically. As one nomination noted, her level of dedication to each student shows and is very much appreciated. There are good reasons why her students love Mrs. Dean and her class.
Please welcome Barbara Winder from Sunrise Elementary. When Barbara Winder students look back when they're older, they'll likely fondly recall how she helped shape a piece of them for the better. She truly cares about each child in her classroom as a whole person, academically and socially. Winder is an educator who lifts her students up and encourages them to do their best. She also cares about the adults in and outside of the building. She makes everyone feel welcome while holding them to high expectation. Principal Angela Wilkinson noted, "She does this with such a kind demeanor, you leave any conversation feeling like the decision you just made was the best one. She is a once-in-a-lifetime teacher and has really helped our Eagles soar."
Please welcome Amy Hilton, Willow Canyon Elementary. Amy Hilton creates a learning environment that fosters an excitement for learning and compassion in her classroom. With a positive and encouraging demeanor, Hilton meets students where they are and facilitates them in rising to higher abilities and confidence. I'm amazed by her organization, preparedness, and ability to care for her students and their lifelong habits of learning, one parent said. Hilton is one of the first to arrive at school each day with a warm greeting that welcomes colleagues and students. She goes above and beyond in working through strategies to best reach each of her students' learning strengths. It's clear she has a great passion for teaching and does what's best for students. As was noted in her nomination, she's the best.
Congratulations to Mackenzie Bowers, Willow Springs Elementary School. A parent of one of Mackenzie Bowers' students-to-be had a feeling she'd be a wonderful teacher when her former students kept enthusiastically visiting her during the back-to-school night. Ms. Bowers is amazing with kids, one parent said. She's engaging and fun, but she also keeps them settled and learning. Bowers loves teaching readings to her third-grade students. Along with teaching them to be bookworms, she also captures their attention while exploring life sciences, a subject that includes hatching chicks at school. Parents appreciate how she helps their children fall in love with learning and school. One admirer described Bowers as being a great teacher and a great light in her classroom.
Please welcome Nicole Roods, Albion Middle. Students fortunate enough to be enrolled in Nicole Roods' 6th grade classes quickly learn something pretty neat. It has much more to do with how amazing Roods is than math, by the way. This explains why numerous students made sure to nominate her for this award. Mrs. Roods has made a huge change in my life, one student said. As soon as I walked through the door to her classroom, it was so colorful and happy. Students and parents love that she is patient, knows how to keep kids engaged, helps some overcome behavior challenges, and excels at teaching. She builds relationships with her sense of humor and kindness and goes out of her way to help those in need. She works so hard to help us learn, another student said. I love being in her class.
Congratulations to Amy Stanton, Butler Middle School. Professional and spirited Amy Stanton stands out for several reasons. Her instruction is student-centered and data-driven. You can often find her in her classroom working with students into the evening to ensure their success. Stanton inspires students to do more than they thought possible. Quote, "Miss Stanton told my daughter that grades are important, but what you learn is even more important," one grateful parent said. Principal Paula Logan lauds Stanton's dedication to caring for her students and improving her craft. Quote, "She is committed to being the best teacher, to being the best support for her students, and leading them to success. She's a great Bruin."
Please welcome Mark Neutzel, Draper Park Middle. Students who nominated their beloved 7th grade science teacher for Draper Park's annual Teacher of the Year award describe Mark Neutzel as being nice, funny, very helpful, and by far the best teacher I have ever had. Mark has developed a surefire way to help students take a deeper dive into science and become engaged in his classes. He explains things in ways that help them understand this complex subject like they never have before. He makes sure his students have the proper tools and understanding to learn everything they need and to succeed. One pro Mark Nutzel student nomination used 2 simple words to sum up his qualifications: he rocks. Another student added, he was the best teacher I had ever had. I wanted to go to school for the first time.
Please welcome to the stage Melinda Severn from Eastmont Middle School. Melinda embraces learning as an adult and instills the love of learning into her students. She challenges and pushes students to achieve greater things than they could ever imagine. An exceptional teacher, she's made a significant impact on the lives of many students. She was the biggest beacon in my life, one student said. She created a safe place where I could ask questions and not be scolded for not listening. I am now an honor student, and this teacher's passion has become my passion. Colleagues are proud to have her on their team. One coworker said it well. Her hard work, dedication, and passion for teaching make her a true inspiration to us all.
Please welcome Andrea Robbins, Indian Hills Middle. Mrs. Robbins is my favorite teacher. I really love Mrs. Robbins. Her class is the class I have learned the most in because she is a great teacher. Those 3 statements are from 3 different students who have benefited from the wonderful way Andrea Robbins teaches social studies and builds rapport with her pupils. Students are intrigued by the interesting and even fun lessons she teaches. They also know she'll help if they need it. Coworkers are also inspired by Robbins, who is a kind, quiet, and strong leader. As a colleague, I witnessed Andrea lead her class with compassion and kindness, one of her peers said. She capitalizes on each learning moment, and she ensures all of her students understand the concepts being taught.
Please welcome Maxwell Eddington from Midvale Middle School. Maxwell Eddington, exceptional 8th grade math teacher, prioritizes building strong professional relationships with his students, while ensuring each one recognizes they can do math and be successful. Remarkably, more than 20 students wrote recommendations for him when we opened up the nominations for Teacher of the Year. The teens credit him for making math interesting and a class they look forward to attending, even though some have never liked the subject. His teaching is unique, fun, creative, and understandable. Students feel comfortable, and he makes sure they know he cares. He loves his job and what he does, one student wrote. He does all that he can to help and love everyone in the school. He's the reason so many kids succeed in math and schooling in general. Colleagues and administrators are in awe of his abilities, collaboration, problem solving, insight, and support.
Please welcome James Edmond, Mount Jordan Middle. If you're looking to learn middle school math and laugh, myriad Mountaineers would highly recommend enrolling in James Edmond's class. He's a really good teacher that makes learning really fun, a student said. When I had him, I wanted to go to his class every day, even though it was math, which I struggled with. Helping students understand tricky math problems is James's specialty. Students appreciate that he allows for time to do work and engage with him and peers in a comfortable and productive classroom setting. He checks on students to make sure things are okay in their lives. All of that with his trademark sense of humor. Quote, Edmund is nice to everyone and really makes you feel welcome, another student said. This teacher is really funny, too.
Congratulations to Anna Dabrowska from Union Middle. One colleague has been extremely impressed with Anna since they met a few years ago, calling her an amazing teacher who manages to teach and build relationships. She is quite literally what every teacher should be, the colleague said. The way Dabrowska fosters students' relationships with math is admired. She builds their confidence through meaningful activities and knows how to appropriately challenge students on all academic levels to achieve. Her care for students and tireless work are a remarkable asset at Union, another colleague said. One student who has dyslexia appreciates that Dabrowska takes the time to read and explain while making learning fun. Her kindness, caring, and patience draw her to students. As another one of her students gushed, I love Ms. Dabrowska's because she is always so helpful Put your hands together for Rebecca Reese from Alta High School. For the past 16 years, Becky Reese has put her heart and soul into teaching a variety of subjects in the Hawks' Social Studies department, from world religions to humanities, U.S. government, and even film studies. The variety reflects the type of well-rounded person she is and the type she helps her students become. Quote, Mrs. Reese was truly invested in our class's learning, a student noted in the nomination. She taught in a way that everyone could understand and wanted us to be the best people we could be. She always connected what we were learning to outside the classroom and pushed for our success. Showing how big of a heart she has, she also coaches Alta High's unified basketball team.
Please welcome Brian Wilding, Brighton High. Even when Brian Wilding was battling cancer, the veteran and experienced teacher continued coming to his classroom and being actively engaged with his students. That's how much he cares about them. He kept fighting and is still here fighting for himself and for his students, an admirer said. Wilding's consistency for 20 plus years at Brighton, his way of connecting with students of all learning levels, the care he shows for his ESL students, and the way he sparks growth in a safe space are greatly appreciated. I admire his extreme work ethic to show up and give his all through tough times, another person noted. Among the many nominations he received, this one from a Spanish student carries a common message. Quote, Mr. Wilding, I just want to say you've been a great teacher this year. You inspire me to be better in many ways.
Congratulations to Jana White, Corner Canyon High School. It's fitting that the Chargers Teacher of the Year has been there since the school opened 10 years ago. Jana White certainly has impacted the school's success and culture for a decade. Her AP psychology students are engaged in her well-planned lessons and enjoy her life stories. She's been the student government advisor for 10 years and annually heads up the school's charity month, instilling with her students lessons of service and dedication. She's represented teachers on committees and volunteers to be a faculty representative on the school community council. Her voice advocates for students while supporting teachers. Jana White continues to set the standard for teachers in the district, Principal Daryl Jensen said. One colleague added, she dedicates every spare minute to Corner Canyon. She cares about her craft and clearly wants the best for her students.
Please welcome Tasha Jensen, Hillcrest High. Tasha Jensen was an excellent teacher when she began her career in education and hasn't skipped a beat since returning after taking a couple of years off. She instantly jumped back in and has changed lives, an impressed colleague said. She is one of the most thorough and well-prepared teachers I know and loves her students. Students thrive thanks to her approach to teaching science. She takes time to walk around the class to make sure everybody understands each concept. The way she demonstrates respect and kindness and helps others out is appreciated by students and faculty at Hillcrest. Another colleague credited Jensen with acclimating her to the school and allowing her to become more comfortable with teaching processes by observing the way she conducts classes. It left her coworker with one conclusion about Jensen: she is fantastic.
Please welcome Caitlin Fackrell from Jordan High. Words of admiration from a student who took her AP class show why Caitlin Fackrell deserves accolades. That was one of the best decisions of this year, the Jordan High School student said. She makes my favorite subject even better. I love history and the way she expands it and connects it. It is the best. Fackrell understands her students' needs and earnestly works to help them succeed. Her fun teaching style and knack for student engagement was called phenomenal in the nomination process. She's welcoming and connects with students. Miss Fackrell is excellent in every way, another Jordan student said. Not only is she an expert in what she does, but she also is a very loving and caring person. I always look forward to her class.
Please welcome Louise Sherman, Diamond Ridge High. Louise Sherman has made an incredible contribution to the alternative high school for 5 years. He's an English teacher extraordinaire, with a calm and steady presence, known for breaking down complex ideas into lessons that interest and excite students. He makes people comfortable in his class, confidently meets them where they are, and accepts them as they are. It's clear why he's a student favorite. Quote, he's a quintessential team player and an all-around wonderful person. That's what Principal Amy Becker said, continuing with, he embodies the best of what it means to be a teacher. He believes that every student can learn, and he supports Diamond Ridge students to achieve their greatest potential in the classroom as well as in their lives.
Please put your hands together for Nate Hampton from the Canyons Technical Education Center. Nate isn't afraid to put on his hard hat, roll up his sleeves, and get to work with his students. In fact, it's what the former general contractor does while teaching his aspiring C-Tech students how to build a house in a hands-on, real-life situation. Hampton's classroom literally is a construction site in Midvale. Students thrive under Hampton's supervision. He teaches them the skills and then oversees their handiwork while they build the home they'll be sold later this year. Remarkably, Hampton manages to keep safety, quality, and craftsmanship and education at the forefront, while also building great relationships thanks to his personable demeanor. They know he cares about them too. As multiple students proclaimed in their nominations, Hampton is the GOAT.
Please welcome Heidi Kiefer in Entrada High. Whether she's teaching drawing, math, or English, Heidi Kiefer creates a classroom environment in which students learn, are engaged, and feel welcome. Students appreciate her kind demeanor and smiles, the interest she takes in them, and her hands-on approach. One student praised the support of Kiefer for helping her realize her potential and for instilling enough confidence to continue on. She has also gained the respect of colleagues, who call Heidi a wonderful teacher who goes the extra mile to prepare and to help others succeed. She's supportive of our school and her colleagues, and an Entrada staffer noted she is exactly what everyone wishes a teacher would be.
Please welcome Rebecca Heister from Canyons Online. Rebecca Heister takes the best instructional practices of an in-person classroom and puts them into practice at Canyons Online. Heister, the middle school English language arts teacher for Canyons District's remote learning school, is known for her positive attitude and an unending passion for teaching students to love to read and write. Colleagues say Heister, who is in her first year as a Canyons Online faculty member, goes to great lengths to connect with students, even as they are separated by distance and communicate through the computer screen. She discovers their interests and then introduces related materials that sparks their creativity and imaginations. With an eye toward honing her craft as an educator, she attends as many professional development classes as she can.
All right, let's give our Teachers of the Year one more round of applause. That's quite a group. As you can see from the caliber of these professionals, choosing a district-wide Teacher of the Year was no easy task. But following the nomination process, a review of student achievement data, site visits, observations, and interviews by school performance directors, we were able to narrow the field to 7 semi-finalists. When we call your name, we would ask you to please stand.
So when we call your name, please stand where you are. These are your 7 semi-finalists. From East Midvale Elementary, Rachel Teasley. From Silver Mesa Elementary School, Sarah Smith. Sprucewood Elementary School's Jennifer Dean. From Indian Hills Middle School, Andrea Robbins. From Midvale Middle School, Maxwell Eddington. From Corner Canyon High School, Jana White. And the hometown hero from Hillcrest High School, Tasha Jensen. Let's give our semifinalists another round of applause. Congratulations. You can take your seats now.
Okay, now from those 7, we winnowed the list to 3 finalists: an elementary teacher year of the year, a middle school teacher of the year, and a high school teacher of the year. From these 3, we will select our overall teacher of the year. But before we unveil the names of the 3 finalists, can we ask representatives of the Canyons Foundation Board, Fred Lowry and Amanda Morton from Cypress Credit Union, which provided the extra money for our teachers tonight, to come to the stage. Also joining them will be Denise Haycock, our development director, and the foundation board leaders will be presenting giant checks to our 3 main winners. You'll probably just cut.
Thank you so much to the Canyons Education Foundation for being the co-sponsor of our annual Teacher of the Year celebration. Now, Fred is the president of the board of the Canyons Education Foundation. So we would like to ask him to talk for just a few seconds about the reason why the foundation works year-round to raise money for Canyons District teachers, schools, and programs.
Thank you, Jeff. And this is an exciting night to be here, especially for me, because I'm a proud product of Sunrise Elementary, Eastmont Middle School, and Alta High School. So I'm so happy to be here. Of course, when I was Sunrise, I wasn't an Eagle, I was a superstar. So Eagle sounds a lot better.
You're still a superstar.
But as we are here tonight, I'm so excited to be here to represent the Canyons Education Foundation. And this is one of those rewarding nights tonight as we recognize you teachers and the great things you do. It's exciting to me to not only as we recognize each of the finalists and each of you from each of the schools, but the thing that was more exciting to me was, as Jeff mentioned, over 3,000 nominees. That, to me, of you that are teachers here, I hope you can feel that love and recognition that students, other teachers, and parents appreciate what you as students do, you as teachers do to help the students. So thank you for everything you do. The Canyons Education Foundation is passionate about enhancing the educational experience for all of the students in the Canyons School District. We appreciate the support that we have from the school district in helping us enhance that mission. The only way that we can help enhance that experience for the students is to be able to provide support to you teachers. One of the things is recognizing you tonight, but there are other major things that we strive to do in helping support the students. We have our innovation grants that we do each year, and we encourage you to continue to apply for those. We've actually contributed over $1 million in innovation grants to the teachers here in the school district. In addition to the Donors Choose programs that you're able to participate in, and the food pantries that we work to help take care of helping support our students. And we're looking at other ways that we can continue to enhance not only the educational experience, but also the mental well-being of our students, which is an important thing that many of us on the board are passionate about. So tonight, we're so happy to be a part of this. We appreciate Cypress Credit Union in helping us with these scholarship, well, they are scholarships, but cash awards to our teachers. So Jeff, will turn the time over to you and Kirsten to announce these winners.
Great, thank you, Fred. We want to note that the Canyons Education Foundation last week held its spring gala, and I believe it was nearly $100,000 was raised for Canyons District students' programs. 87,000. Let's round up. Yes. Math teachers, ignore that. The Canyons Education Foundation is the fundraising arm of the district. They do a phenomenal job, and as Fred said, over the period of time that Canyons District has been in existence, nearly $1 million has been given to Canyons District teachers and innovation grants. So thank you, Canyons Education Foundation.
All right, now for the moment we're all here for. Teachers, when we call your name, please stand up, come forward and accept your check. We'll have you come here to this side of the stage, back and around here. Then please find your spot on the stage in one of these 3 chairs. Okay, the first finalist for the Canyons District Teacher of the Year Award is our Elementary Teacher of the Year. This teacher designed a spreadsheet to monitor typical growth of every student each month to discuss growth during PLCs once a month. Oversaw a school-wide adoption of her way of monitoring student growth. Develops special relationships with all of her students, especially the students in her class who are refugees. Has an 85% or higher growth in her classes in the past 2 years. Is a much-loved teacher throughout the entire community. The Canyons District Elementary Teacher of the Year is from East Midvale Elementary, Rachel Teasley.
Congratulations, Rachel, if she would come over and take her seat. Rachel Teasley is our Elementary School Teacher of the Year, one of the 3 finalists for Canyons District Teacher of the Year. Now, the next announcement is the selection for the Canyons District Middle School Teacher of the Year. This teacher makes math fun and relatable, is credited with helping struggling students find joy in mathematics, has a personal loving touch that is endearing and effective. Ladies and gentlemen, the Canyons District Middle School Teacher of the Year is from Midvale Middle School, Max Eddington. Okay, Max, come take a seat. Thank you.
All right, congratulations. All right, the third finalist in our selection for the Canyons District High School Teacher of the Year is a teacher who didn't miss a beat when she returned after taking a few years off. Has clearly established a relationship of affection and trust with her students, empowers students to do their best to master complex science concepts. The Teacher of the Year for Canyons District High Schools is Hillcrest High School teacher Tasha Jensen.
A couple of these teachers told us that this was the longest walk across the stage. And I say, if you can teach math to middle schoolers, you can walk across the stage. Teaching middle schoolers is scarier than that. Congratulations again to Tasha Jensen from Hillcrest High School. Let's give a round of applause to the 3 finalists for the Canyons District Teacher of the Year. They have fan clubs here tonight. So now is the main event. This is what we are here for. In front of you is the teacher who will represent Canyon School District in the state and hopefully the national competition for Teacher of the Year. Our overall winner, who will receive additional gifts and prizes, as well as another $500 cash gift from the Canyons Education Foundation, is known for the following. This teacher works in a Midvale area school. Now, come to think of it, they all work in a Midvale area school, and you know what? Mayor Stevenson, I want our teachers to be the stars of your next marketing campaign. This teacher is a member of the school building leadership team. This teacher is said to be the reason why so many teenagers learn to love mathematics. This is a teacher whose students say is funny, relatable, caring, and he links math problems to stuff in their real life. Ladies and gentlemen, friends and supporters, the 2023 Teacher of the Year for Canyon School District is math teacher Maxwell Eddington. So Max, take a seat. Congratulations to him, but we've got a surprise for him and his supporters and everyone here. We did a video of Mr. Eddington. We talked to him earlier, and we also came to his classroom to film how he interacts with his students. Please turn your attention to the screen to find more about Mr. Eddington, our Teacher of the Year.
The thing that makes Max such an amazing teacher is his ability to connect and care genuinely about students. I've been doing this for 25 years, and I don't know that I've ever seen a teacher that has the ability that he has to connect with students, make them feel safe and valued, but most of all, they enjoy math.
Students are so incredible. They're so complex and interesting and funny, and there's just never a boring day. Being a teacher is never boring, and I really love that. I love coming home from work knowing that I've done something more than just earn money. It feels like a calling, and it feels like a purpose. It gives purpose to my life, and I don't think a lot of people can say that about their jobs, and that makes me feel really lucky.
You just make math easier. You've helped me understand. You've helped make school better for me, and you've helped math be a simple subject when I was struggling.
I think you're the best teacher because you're so nice and you help every single student every day and everybody likes you.
My great-grandma used to say, love is the answer, now what was the question? And that's been my personal mantra the whole time I've been a teacher, is no matter what I'm doing, whether it's a lesson or a conversation with a student, I need to make sure that everybody in the room knows that I care about them, so that what I say has meaning.
They need someone that really genuinely believes in them, and he does no matter how hard their life is or even if their behavior isn't perfect. It's like, let's just go talk for a second. Can I check in with you? Like, he cares about them, and because of that, what they learn in there, they're so empowered, their self-esteem. Like, I just loved reading the things. I used to teach math, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't remember 8th graders ever being excited to go to math, but more than anything, they do it for him because of that relationship that he builds with them.
This is something that I care just so deeply about. It's something that I'm extremely passionate about, and being a teacher could be, in a lot of ways, kind of a thankless job. And you know, students aren't always great at voicing their appreciation or their respect or their love back to adults that are giving so much to them. And so to be recognized as Teacher of the Year in this district, which is just such an extraordinary place to work, full of so many amazing educators, I have honestly imposter syndrome about it. I almost don't feel like, you know, what makes me more qualified than anyone else. So it's extremely validating, and it makes me feel like I'm doing the right thing with my life and that I'm doing a good job.
Hey Max, I feel so fortunate to get to learn and grow. When I'm around you, I know that you are one of the best teachers I've ever seen. I know you're humble and you have taking this all in stride, but the reality is you are a phenomenal teacher that is loved by our entire school, but especially the students that you touch each day.
Congratulations, Mr. Eddington. You made math my favorite subject, and I just want to say thank you.
Congratulations to Max Eddington, the Canyons District Teacher of the Year.
Okay, Mr. Eddington, please come up here for one more moment. The Canyons Education Foundation would like to present you with an additional gift, $500 check.
Sure.
Max, would you like to say a few words? Tell us a little bit about what tonight has felt like.
Oh, I feel like Meryl Streep at the Oscars right now. I really don't. I didn't even think of anything to say, but this is just like a very bizarre experience. I mean, like I said in the video, you're just, all the teachers here know, you're just used to coming to work and doing your best and giving all of your energy, and you don't do it to get anything back other than the education of your students and to give them the power of learning. And so I just appreciate this more than I can even say. I mean, I'm just such a baby, sorry. But this is just like, I don't know, thank you. I believe in education. I believe in our kids. I love our kids. And so this just means everything, so thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Eddington. Thank you. If you'd like to return to your seats, we appreciate that. Now, we're going to keep you guys seated up here. Now, we appreciate all of our teachers, and we congratulate all of our teachers. Our congratulations to everybody who won here tonight, but I think that we can see that our students win every single day because of Canyons District teachers. Let's give everybody a round of applause. President Schill, I'm going to turn the time back to you in just a few moments to say a few words about our fantastic Teachers of the Year. We want to remind the entire community about the Canyons District Night at America First Filled with Real Salt Lake. That's on May 31st. There will be discount tickets available to our community. Please come and cheer all of our Teachers of the Year. They will be announced at halftime on the field, so we can't wait for that night. And also, the very special day of every school year, this year, May 25th, graduation day. I can't believe this will be our 15th graduating class. Congratulations to the class of 2023. We've been with them every step of the way. President Schill.
Okay. So congratulations to Max for being named our Teacher of the Year. It takes a pretty special teacher to make teenagers say they like math. You can tell from the video that Mr. Eddington loves his students, and they love him right back. He said something in the video that I hope stays with all of us as we go to work every day with students. He said his grandmother had this saying, "Love is always the answer. Now what is the question?" The Board of Education is proud to say that Max will be Canyons District nominee in the statewide Teacher of the Year selection process. Congratulations to all the teachers who are honored tonight because they were chosen as Teacher of the Year at their schools. I hope you feel the deep love and appreciation the community has for your hard work and commitment. Throughout tonight's event, I got a glimpse for how you approach your jobs with our students. I know that what is being celebrated here tonight is representative of the classroom experiences throughout the district, every school day, every year, for every student. The positive influence and knowledge you and your fellow educators impart to the young people strengthens our community and individual lives in immeasurable ways. Words cannot adequately express the gratitude we have for the wonderful work you are doing. So please accept this simple and heartfelt thank you. On behalf of the Canyons Board of Education, I congratulate all the teachers of the year and thank them for their hard work and dedication. And this was really one of my favorite nights, and it was again one of my favorite nights. So I want to just thank you all, and I appreciate so much all that you do.
Thank you, President Schill. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming tonight in a celebration of great instruction in Canyons District classrooms. Now, we want the winners to stay on the stage while we take photos with members of the Board of Education. If the members of the board would like to come forward so we can get photos of them with the winners. Now, we do hope, like President Schill said, that you feel the deep appreciation our community has for teachers. Again, everyone, thank you for coming. Be safe on your way home. And we appreciate your support of Canyons School District, the District of Distinction, the District of Champions. Good night. We are good. Yep. We are good. Hello?
Now if we can just record my part as well.
Testing, testing.